Hello everybody, and welcome to Heartworm. I'm not sure exactly what this game is, other than I saw it, and it was like, kind of a Resident Evil-esque, older school. Tank controls are, not necessary, but we're gonna use them anyway, see how they are. I'm gonna play this keyboard and mouse, but if I feel the need, I will be switching to controller. Just because I feel like tank controls would be a little weird for keyboard and mouse, but we'll see. We're gonna check our options. I do not have arachnophobia, so for those that do, I apologize. I'm hoping I can deal with all that later. Everything else looks pretty good. Alright, there is an intro sequence, so we'll go ahead and let that play out. And we'll see what the deal is here. Aw, it's a crow. Alright. Spooky Cemetery. Are we going somewhere specific? What? Just a bunch of piles of VHS tapes? To what now? Why were you in this cemetery in the first place, girlfriend? Oh, it's a nightmare. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I suppose we'll hit a new game, but before I do that... Okay, we're good. Let's start this rodeo. and see where it goes. We'll stick with retro. Tank controls. Use tank controls for that too. Why not? Yep. Alright, let's see. More healing, more ammo. Enemies deal less damage for those who want to unravel the story without the much threat of danger. No. No. Challenge ourselves on this channel. Somewhat. The clock does strike.
Hey, sorry you haven't heard from me in a while. I've been busy trying to find out about this place. You're not gonna believe me, and I don't even know if I really believe it myself, but I guess a part of me must, because I'm going. It's far, on an abandoned road, a few miles from that power plant in the mountains. It was hard to find anything about it. I started on message boards, and I ended up in a chat room talking with people who know people who've gone. They said a lot of crazy stuff, but the one thing that they all agreed on is that in that house, there's a room that can take you to the other side, to see the people that you've lost again. The thing is, no one who's gone has ever come back, and that's why I'm writing you. Not for advice, not to get you to talk me out of going. Actually, by the time you read this, I'll already be there. I just wanted to let you know, in case I don't come back. That way you won't be wondering where I've gone. Either way, you don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm sorry, but I don't have any other choice. I just can't keep going on not knowing.
Okay. Yeah, WASD. Look at old WASD. The WASD. Can run by holding shift while moving forward. If you're using modern controls, you always run. And the joystick will control your speed depending on how far you have it pushed. Okay. Interaction. Click. Some will stand out more than others. You can equip or use items you find, such as your camera, after you've picked it up. Open your inventory with tab. Select the camera. Select equip. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the camera. I've got batteries and a lighter and some cigarettes. Let's combine with that. Bam, got 24 film cigarettes. I really need to quit. Then let's quit. My favorite lighter. We'll probably need it later.
Sometimes I wonder if I spend more time thinking about death than the average person. My grandfather died a while back. I know it happens to everyone, but it almost feels like I'm obsessed. It's frustrating. No matter what I try, my thoughts always circle back to the one thing I can't control: my own mortality. I came all the way out here not knowing if I'll get the answers I need. I just hope it's worth it.
Oh man. The grass is too strong here. I can't go through it. So, is that the reason she came here? Was because of her pappy? Or grandpa? We'll find out. Bridge is out. This isn't the way I need to go anyway. Diary. Pleasure Beach 1. I finally went to explore Pleasure Beach today. It's been on my list forever, and the forecast was perfect. But, unsurprisingly, I ended up in over my head. When I got there, everything was pretty normal. There were folks on the shore having a picnic, enjoying the beautiful summer day, and the usual kids messing around on the playground across the street. I grabbed my camera, locked my car, and started making my way across the land bridge. It took maybe 30 minutes to cross, longer than I expected. The island seemed to be completely empty, so I began searching through the abandoned homes. Confident in my solitude, so many of them were destroyed. Roofs and walls collapsed from years of disregard, some houses so decrepit I couldn't even enter. But there was just enough left that I began to really feel bad for these people. They had no time to pack and leave. Family photos were strewn across floors and belongings were still packed in drawers. I even saw a table that looked like it had been set for dinner, however many years ago. My sympathy turned into suspicion as I ventured further. Many of the houses had the same red graffiti in their attics, markings and symbols. I had never seen it before. I assumed it was just from kids messing around, but something about it began to trigger my paranoia. I noticed the sun was setting as I reached the end of the residential area. It was strange. I could have sworn it had only been a couple of hours. The last time I checked my watch, it was before noon, but now the clock read 7:30 p.m. I brushed it off as just losing track of time. It was frustrating. I hadn't even gotten to half of the town, but I knew I had to head back. The land bridge would be submerged soon, if it wasn't already. Sure enough, as I turned the corner to where I had entered earlier, I was greeted by nothing but the sea. The entire land bridge was underwater. I was stuck, and alone. Or so I thought. Alright. That's, a wild note to start off with. Go around the side of the house, actually, real quick. Solidly blocked off. Not getting in there. Nope. Can't continue. Can I quick turn? Yes, I can. Alright. That's good to know. I don't know if I'll even remember to use it, but... Bend. Alright, around to the back. Or the left side, the other side. Why would they leave this door open, though? I don't have a flashlight, so I guess I'll just be searching the light. Oh, flash. Some areas are too dark to see without help. You can use the camera flash without consuming ammo by not aiming and pressing F. Okay. I need to equip it. Okay. Oh. That's weird that it lingers. It was darker than any night I could remember. This is the second entry, by the way. The island was far enough offshore that there was no light pollution, and in almost no time I was wandering in pitch blackness. It was cold, too. The breeze coming over the water contrasted heavily with the mild weather earlier that day. I didn't have much of a plan, but I knew that if I was stuck, I would have to find a place to stay warm. I made my way back to the houses, which were much, much more terrifying in the night. I turned to look down the street and froze mid-step. I could barely see due to the lack of light, but it looked like another person was standing there, right in the middle of the street, staring at me, motionless. I tried to rationalize, but in that situation my sanity was already being tested. I called out to them with a strained, "Hello?" praying to God that it was just some teenager and not whatever nightmare my mind was conjuring. No response, no movement, nothing. I looked around and noticed some of the windows in the attics of the houses looked like there was dim light coming from them. Candles maybe, but I had already been there all day. I didn't see anyone. It didn't make any sense. As every possible scenario, none of which seemed to end well for me, raced through my mind, one rational thought broke through and reminded me I had my camera. I could trigger the flash on demand, without using the little film I had left to illuminate my surroundings. I was so scared I almost didn't want to. What if there really was something there, and using my camera would only alert it to my presence? Finally, I pressed the flash trigger. Everything around me lit up and I saw nothing. The figure in the road was gone. The light coming from the windows, gone. It was just a silent, long-dead town and me. The rest of the night was uneventful. I used my camera flash to navigate the ruins, found the closet in found the closest house with 4 intact walls, locked the door to one of the bedrooms, and fell asleep against the wall. I woke up the next morning and booked it back across the land bridge. I don't think I'll go back to Pleasure Beach. Alright. We're just gonna start. Oh. Checking rooms now. This doesn't look like an abandoned, condemned house. So many books. If I had more time, I would enjoy it here. A statue with a missing head. It looks ancient, like something you'd see in a museum. The shelves are stocked. Almost anything you could want to read is here. Dirty old books. Dusty old books. A roaring fire that looks like it was recently tended to. Item boxes. Inventory space is limited. Item boxes can store items until you need them. Each item box is connected to every other, so they all share the same items. It's best to only carry what you need. Yep, typical Resident Evil. Books. Old ones. More old books. Warm, soft candlelight like this always makes me feel surprisingly calm. Old books and knickknacks litter the shelves. Nothing important. Okay. Narcissus and Goldmund. Hermanus... whatever? Herman Hiss? He thought that all men trickled away, changing constantly until they finally dissolved, while the artist created images remained, unchangeably the same. He thought that the fear of death was perhaps the root of all art, perhaps also all things of the mind. We fear death, we shudder at life's instability, we grieve to see the flowers wilt again and again, and the leaves fall, and in our hearts we know that we, too, are transitory and will search for laws and formulate thoughts. It is in order to salvage something from the great dance of death to make something that lasts longer than we do. Perhaps the woman after whom the master shaped his beautiful Madonna is already wilted or dead, and soon he too will be dead. Others will live in his house and eat at his table, but his work will still be standing hundreds of years from now, and longer. It will go on, shimmering in the quiet cloister church, unchangingly beautiful, forever smiling with the same sad, flowering mouth. No. Nothing about the lit cigarette, huh? Oh, I can't. I gotta run all the way around the couch. Yeah. I wonder if... I'm not gonna open that. Can't interact with the switch. And not with the paintings or pictures either. Okay. Nothing useful in the drawers. Oh. Hold on. RNTWHJ. Was that an L? Walk. uh... We'll figure that out in due time. I don't want to brute force it. I guess I should have checked that light switch, huh? I hate that. Nothing particularly noteworthy. Okay. Oh. Don't like that. Cereals! You couldn't pay me to open this fridge. Not my first rodeo. Do they leave in a rush? Cabinets have rotten food scattered throughout them. That's a rat or a possum. Alright. Nothing to say. Okay. Dirty old couch. What is that? Father's journal. I finally put the pieces together the day you asked where John was. At first, I was confused, thinking maybe you forgot his exact address and wanted to send a letter. I laughed and replied with the address of the home our son had been living in for the past 2 years with his wife and our new grandchild. I won't ever forget the look you gave me. Perplexed and confused, you asked, "What is he doing there?" When I told you that he moved there for his job, the expression on your face darkened. I could tell that something wasn't adding up for you, but you just slowly shook your head and walked away. How could you forget that? I knew we were both getting on in years. Forgetting little things was understandable, but we had gone to meet our granddaughter only months ago. I wanted to believe it was just a momentary confusion. To this day, I still wish I was right. Are there going to be things that I'm only going to be able to see with the flash? Okay, hold on, let me try. Yeah, I know. Wait a second. This already doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'll take the bandage. Combining. Select an item on your inventory, choose combine from the text menu, and select a second item to combine it with. For example, you can combine bandages and antiseptic on their own, or you can use them on their own, or combine them to create a first aid kit, which heals for a larger amount. Like so. Yes, of course. So we will do that. Perfect. What is that? Just some dining ware? Some may right. I think this is the front door. It won't budge. No. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, so already, let's run back real quick. The house already isn't making sense. Oh wait. Yes it is. I'm just dumb. Closet's full of junk, nothing important. Okay. Yep, I'm just dumb. Never mind me. For some reason I thought we were still in that room right across from where we entered. And then I was like, wait, if we go to the right, we should go back to the room with the office. We're gonna check the entire first floor. This room is a mess. Most of the books are destroyed. All these paintings seem to be of the same place, a massive library. Father's journal too. We went to see the doctor today at last. It's hard to make it out all the way to the city. When we were younger, it seemed like such a charming idea. To have a house so isolated, it was our own little world. Now, just getting groceries in town is a hassle. I made the appointment and made sure that you were ready to go. I could tell you didn't know why we had to. You didn't think anything was wrong. I've always had my head in the clouds. I'm fine. You're overreacting. You would tell me over and over. I didn't even want to think about whether you remembered the reason why this was necessary. We're waiting on the scan results now, but based on how you were with the doctor, I'm not hopeful. You had trouble answering his questions and kept looking to me for answers. God, why is this happening so fast? I held your hand over the stick shift as I drove home while you cried softly to yourself. I can't help but hate myself for thinking it, but I think we're close to the end. How did this happen so quickly? Only months ago, the sounds of your singing filled the house as you tidied up, did the dishes, cooked us dinner. Now you barely get out of bed. Something inside you is broken. Half the time you look at me and see a stranger, but you won't acknowledge it. You just turn over in bed and try and go back to sleep. I wonder what you dream of. I hope it's of the last fragments of our beautiful life together. Well, that's already heartbreaking. Nothing else here? No. Okay. More backstory, more lore! What is that? I'm not gonna talk about the weird thing. Air conditioner. I would have left too. I hate moving these. More old nasty furniture. Painting looks like it would be it would disintegrate if I touched it. Nothing there. Okay. And this is old rotting clothes and junk. Okay, after this we could start moving on upstairs. Yes, the bathroom. The tub is caked with years of filth. Surprised to see a mostly intact mirror. Nothing in this world could convince me to use the bathroom here. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh. Oh no. Hold on a second. Okay, that works. I can up my DPI on my mouse to make it go faster. That's helpful. So they've given me health. They've revealed the monster and told me how to combine things, of course. Which we knew. Time to head upstairs. You can access the map from your inventory or by pressing M. New areas you enter are automatically tracked, and you can gauge their level of completion based on the amount of static covering them. If there's still static cover over the room, there is more to be done there. Nice. That'll help. Tracks everything I need. I have the same boombox. Nothing inside this one. Nothing I care about in the drawers. Oh, that goes to the attic. Locked. Alright, let's read the letter. Bedroom poem. Only a few days to notice how you used to be. The changes were minor at first. Forgetting your ring, leaving your keys, staring into nothing like you knew it was coming. And I saw it all too late. The bed you were buried in, trying not to be seen. Ghosts in white coats, what a terrible thing. Strangers' goodbyes, dreams of hearing you sing. The hour burns forever. 12:15. Alright, let's check the attic. That's the top of the ladder, but it won't open. Okay, well, we don't gotta do that yet. That'll be for later. Work our way backwards to the open door. Oh my god. This place is huge. I don't like that the music changed. All this nice hardwood furniture rotting away, what a shame. Guess the person who lived here didn't think about what he was leaving behind. Nothing interesting in the nightstand. A huge bed draped in stale sheets that haven't moved in years. Drawers are mostly empty inside, aside from the occasional dead bug. Empty pill bottles and some serious medical equipment. A key! The attic key. hard to say if these clothes were ever nice. They're mostly old now. Just junk. We gotta check everything. These are old, but pretty stylish. Too bad they're falling apart. Okay. The name of the game. Push your face against everything and interact. What you gotta do. Alright, I am gonna go back in here. Books. And a clock. Processing your grief, moving past trauma. Lots of dusty self-help stuff here, but the bindings look untouched. Same thing over here? Yeah. I unlocked it. This leads to the upstairs of the other side of the house, huh? Yep. Nice. It is very dark. Dang. More unsettling old paintings. Oh. Wait. Are the stairs broken? Oh. Balcony looks like it's barely held together. I'm not going out there. What is going on? Elise, February 1989. Mary, January 1991. Paula, August 1992. Unlocked it with the attic key. I don't need this anymore. Yeah. I'm gonna continue searching the second floor, I guess. Nothing creepy about these. Sure. Of course. Not sure why they even needed all these mannequins. Yeah, that would be a question I'd ask too. The stairs aren't broken, I'm just dumb. It was 12. 15.
Huh. 12:15.
Yep. Well, 15. Indeed. I want to check this side. Oh. The ceiling probably collapsed a long time ago. I can't believe the rest of this place has held up so well. Nothing to say about the tub. This is a nice bathroom. Or, it was. I guess. Okay. Just the journal. I am alone in this house now. All I have left are the keepsakes of a long life together. Oh, Rose. Looking at your young face smiling and laughing on grainy film is a poison that sours my heart by the day. Seeing you alive but knowing you are gone is more than I can bear. At least I have our memories. Yeah. There's just the one other door. And then that door on the left is locked. So... still want to check the rest of this floor. So we're going to... this one. Secret door. Floor to ceiling, bookshelves, every nook filled with videos. How do you shoot so much video? Oh boy, the awkward camera angles. Wall is all 8mm and 16mm. That was transferred to tape. These go back decades. This whole side is trips, vacations, and events. Rose baby shower. John and Rose carnival. Rose Beach, 1985. These are all categorized by person. The largest section is titled Rose, followed by John, and a number of smaller sections. Yeah, okay. Did they ever stop filming? A lot of these are blank, brand new even. Maybe whoever lived here had plans for them. The emblem part. Yeah. I suppose I will. A painting, the name Rose, is engraved at the bottom. It feels beautiful and sad at the same time. Okay. I guess now we'll go to the attic. We're gonna go up to the attic, something's gonna be scary. And then we're gonna go back to the hatch on the other side of the house to get down, I bet. Going upstairs, ain't going upstairs. Ain't going up the stairs, ain't going up the stairs. We're just going up. No more going down. Wow, from what I can make out, the view is breathtaking. On paper, the message seems hastily scribbled. But this is real. If this place is what they say it is, I don't even know how I feel. Will it answer the questions that I and everyone who has ever lost someone have spent so long asking? And what if it does? Will that change anything? If I don't come back and someone finds this, I've tried my best. Oh. There's an empty relief where this looks like an object would fit. Oh. Can't use that at the moment. Nothing else. Why is there a fridge up here? Maybe I don't want to know. Alright. So I'm missing the other half. Alright. You guys can call me a liar. I said we're only going upstairs, but here I am. Damn it. Two. That leads back outside. Can I go back outside? Is that a thing? Oh, I can. How about that? And nothing has changed. Alrighty. So we got the attic key. And that led to the dealio. Is there something in this that I'm gonna need? Oh, there's more film in there. That's nice. I'm gonna put the cigarettes in there. Okay. Let's check our map. I'm missing stuff in there. Oh, first floor. Okay, that's nice. Whoa. The foyer. Top and bottom. And of course the attic. The basement. Okay. I haven't checked everything in this room then. Did we ever check this shelf? Oh, it's gonna take me into the... in here. Back and shift. Nothing there. Oh, right! Hold on. I totally forgot about the letter dial. I'm assuming it has to be... here? Hmm... There we go. Ah, the basement. Pushing. You can push some items to reveal new areas. When you are close to a pushable object, a prompt will appear. Move toward the object while holding the button to push it. I will do that in a moment. Russ might be the only thing holding this washer together. A couple's lifetime supply of creamed corn. Gross. These shelves are fully stocked and everything is covered in a heavy layer of dust. This is quite a stockpile. I wonder if they were survivalists. Nothing there either. Okay. All expired. What a waste. Oh. Okay, I'll go there in a minute. Is there anything else around here? The damp hasn't been kind to any of this. Nope, nothing over here to grab, I guess. Wait a second. Okay. That's a lot of furnaces. The winters must get cold. Oh yeah? Ah. This is where looks like rough stone. Father's Journal 4. I have to get up early to finish packing, but I can't sleep. I heard ungodly noises coming from the attic. Going to take a look. I haven't been up there in years. Not like I have anything left to lose. Yep. Really? This is a lot of buildup. A lot of buildup. Not that that's a bad thing. I am actually thoroughly enjoying this. Actually, before I do that, does it say 35mm SLR camera? It was my grandfather's. Okay. I'm gonna save it. We're gonna go through that attic rose door. Go ahead and combine these as well. An intricately carved wooden emblem depicting a heart wrapped in thorns. I enjoy the flash lighting system as well. It's unique in the fact that the light lingers for a minute. Not necessarily the flash of a camera being very unique by itself, but it is a good way to...
The air feels colder all of a sudden. Something has changed. If I go through this door, I may not come back.
Anyway, as I was saying, I just really like... I like the flash for lighting effect. It does build tension pretty well. Placing the heart emblem into the slot seems to have unlocked the door. Alright, what do we got? Oh. This is weird. I like it. Nothing to say about that. Knob's totally broken and won't turn. The door looks weak, but there's nothing behind it. Surely you don't want me to go all the way back. Use it. Really? Well, what? Oh. Okay. No, thank you, good sir. I don't want anything you're selling! Nice. Now it opens. Oh. I saw the hands coming out of the door. Oh. Okay then. Is that where I came from? If there's ground down there, I can't tell. Just ominous mist as far as I can see.
What just happened? All those stairs, and what was that thing chasing me? Now I'm somewhere. If this is the afterlife, it's not what I was expecting. Regardless of my expectations, I can't go back the way I came. Good. I'm not leaving until I get answers.
There's a slot here. It looks like something can be inserted, and it's vaguely reminiscent of a picture frame. I wonder what that screen above it does. Maybe I can find something that goes in there. A massive ancient-looking tome with pages torn out of the middle. I can't make out the text. The letters look like nothing I've ever seen before. Oh. Okay. We really playing chess right now? Is this just a dumb mini game or what? Alright, hold on. That was a dumb mistake. Oh, damn. Okay, so I guess I have to just win chess. Alright. We'll worry about that later. That's neat. Doesn't seem like I can open it from here. An entire upstairs. Nothing. Alright. And that's where I'll save it there. And that's where I'll call it! So, thank you guys for watching Heartworm. Pretty interested in this. Pretty decent. I haven't dealt with any actual combat, quote-unquote combat, yet. Or, like, photographing monsters, so we'll probably run into that in our next episode of this. But this will be our new Wednesday uploads for a little while. I'll have a bunch of other videos to sprinkle around throughout the week, and then, of course, our normal Pragmata on Fridays. So, thanks for watching. I hope you are enjoying Heartworm. Let me know what your all's thoughts are in the comments, and I'll see you guys later, haters.